I live in Virginia Beach, which is an area surrounded by the ocean and bays and rivers. And actually, almost 50% of the area of the city is water. This is a key theme in my work, the availability of water. Its overabundance in areas and its extreme shortages in other places, and just how essential it is for life. There are some significant issues and concerns related to water in the area where I live. One of these is that this region is actually sinking, along with experiencing sea level rise. And it's sinking so much so that sewage wastewater that's purified is being injected into the aquifer under the city to try to raise up the land to help combat this land subsidence. Much of my recent work focuses on the excess of water that our region has, contrasting it with other regions that have severe drought. I want to help bring awareness to these issues. Clay comes from the earth, and it's a fitting material for addressing environmental issues. I enjoy the process of working with clay. It allows me to use texture and explore those concepts of contrast with imagery and surfaces, and to make forms that have volume and balance. For this series of sculptural vessels that I call my wonky totems, the form is like life. It's not straight and direct. It takes unexpected turns. This is an idea that I think has become especially clear for all of us over this past year. With my work, I hope to raise awareness, but also to give a sense of hope, particularly with the piece Shifting Balance. Hope was something I was thinking about as I made this piece. And I'm hopeful that solutions to some of our environmental problems can be found, even if it's an unusual or unexpected solution. I hope for my work to provoke thought and generate discussion as viewers interact with the work, to bring their own life experiences to relate to each piece, to generate reflection and discussions, and to have the work grow and extend beyond me. Though the final piece should have a life and meaning that goes beyond me, the process of working with clay, the making part, it's very personal. I enjoy working with the clay, and the process relates to how I view the world. It involves taking something, a material that's somewhat fluid, clay, which is mushable and blobby, and making it more defined, and then transforming it into something more permanent by firing it in a kiln, heating it to over 2,000 degrees. It's sort of like trying to recreate the moment when a raindrop hits a puddle through an image. It's impossible. It's not really achievable. This freezing things in time, an action, a moment, or a feeling. In my work, though, I'm striving to give a glimpse of something as a fixed point in a continuum of other events extending through time. Throwing on the wheel is a relaxing and therapeutic experience for me. It's one of those activities that allows me to access that state of flow, to be focused and not thinking about other things, even time, and it's meditative. It helps me to pay attention to the sensations of the clay moving, adjusting the pressure I'm applying, and even my breathing. Rather than tensing up and holding your breath when you're pulling up the walls on a cylinder, it helps to relax and remember to breathe. With having practice over time, my hands remember what to do, and so I don't need to think through each step as I do it. I started throwing about 25 years ago, growing up in Pennsylvania, using an old wheel that my folks had, which was set up in a corner of the shed that we called the honey house. My dad kept bees and sold the honey as a business. The honey house is where he extracted the honey, and we had a honey stand out in front of it by the road. I've come a long way since those days when I first started throwing in the honey house, but I still have the same excitement and passion for the process that I started with. Working on the wheel is really just the starting point for my pieces. Often I'll stack and join cylinders to build a much taller form, and even many of my wall pieces begin as wheel-thrown forms, which I cut apart and alter, and other pieces are made from slabs. But the form is really just the starting point for the texture and color that I layer to complete the piece.